excited you're here. I'm so excited for today. This is the first time in this whole challenge that I have waited this long to unwrap a book. And that is because I am reading The Goldfinch, which is like over close to 800 pages. I am not even halfway through that yet, but I have made a solid dent. So I have to get through that one. Then I have to get through The Dogs of Babel, which is my next wrap TBR, which you'll probably already have seen that by the time this video comes out. And then I have to get to this one. So I've kind of been putting it off because I have a lot of reading to do. But I am going to open it today. I have reorganized my shelves. Go check out that video if you'd like to see it. And so I don't really know if I want to keep the books like this or not, but the wrapped ones are behind, and this side is all of the wrapped books that I've read this year, and this side is all of the TBR jar picks that I've read this year. So this is book number 9, which is September's pick, and I already know what it is. I'm really excited to get to this one, so that's good that I'm unwrapping this one this month because it will give me some motivation to get through my other 2 as quickly as possible so I can get to this one. So let's unwrap it because you don't know what it is yet, but I do. Yay! It is Summer and the City. And this one is a sequel to the first one. The first book in the series is from the show Sex and the City. It follows Carrie, who is like pretty much one of the main characters in that show. And she is a kid still. She's a teenager. She's in high school in the first book, and this book she has just got to New York City. She was not in New York City before that. She's going to New York City for a writing program that she gets to take over the summer. So that's what actually gets her feet wet and gets her into New York City. And this is the story of that. And as soon as she got to the city in the last book, she met Samantha in the end of the book. And that was so cool. I was so excited to see that. They were not friends at all. So this book, I'm sure, will tell us a lot about that. And I've actually been so excited to pull this one. I probably would have read this earlier on in the year had it not been in my wrap TBR because I was really excited to read this one. So can't wait to get to this, and I'll come back when I actually start reading this. And I know my video is, this video is probably going to come out in like November, but that's okay. So yay, this is wrap TBR of September. Started reading Summer in the City. I took off the book cover because I just can't read with the book cover. So Summer and the City. I think I got to 70 pages. I'm 70 pages in. I just started reading it last night and I already read 70 pages like that, literally. I think it took me like less than an hour to do that. And I was so invested in this book. Now, let me just give you like a little background of another reason of why I'm invested. It's a prequel to Sex and the City series. It's about Carrie's life. Now, I have watched the Sex and the City series. I have yet to read the actual books for the series, but for now, I think it's good that I'm starting out with these. And also, this was part of my wrap TBR, obviously, so I had to read this one. But I put this in there for a reason because I really wanted to get to this year because I had read the last one last year and it was so good and it was so enjoyable and I just loved learning about Carrie and her family and everything. So now pretty much we're in this New York City with Carrie and we, I believe, are about to meet like Samantha, Miranda, and Charlotte in the city, and we're going to see like their first meeting and we're going to see their friendships start to kind of form from this book. So I'm really excited about that. I can't wait to kind of just read about their friendship and how things come about. So far we start out with her meeting Samantha, and we ended off in the last book of her meeting Samantha, and then we pick right back up with her being with Samantha and like actually hanging out with her. And Samantha is like everything you would think that she would be as a younger person. So she's not disappointed. Samantha is one of my favorite characters, I would say. And so I'm really loving it so far. And she actually just met Miranda, and I did not expect Miranda to be this way. as she's a younger person, but I also am here for it and I really love it. I can just read this so quick. I feel like I'm going to read this within a few days, even though it's over 400 pages, I think, just because it's so entertaining and it's so interesting, and it's just like a peek into the past lives of these characters that I've always wondered about, and now I get the answers to. So I can't wait to continue reading, but I just wanted to do a check-in before I read too much to kind of just tell you where I'm at and how I'm feeling about it so far. But I'm really excited about it, and so far, if you were to ask me right now to give it a rating, I would probably rate it 4 stars, but like it really just depends on what happens, because this could be a 5-star book, to be honest with you. It just really kind of depends on how the story plays out, but so far it's really, really cute and really good, and hard to put down. So I love all those things in a book. So let's continue. Let's go back to reading, and I'll give you a couple more check-ins before we give you a final wrap. I'm halfway through Summer in the City now, and so far it's been really, really good. I feel like I'm really flying through this book because it is just so easy to read, and I was holding it upside down. It doesn't really matter because I don't have the dust jacket on it anyway. Summer in the City. But anyway, very easy to read because there's a lot of dialogue. There's a lot of like back and forth very quickly, where it makes you just like fly through the pages, and you can just read it very fast, and it's very easy to get into, and it's just all about Carrie's life. And I personally, she was never really my favorite character, and now that I'm seeing her in this, we're kind of seeing her get her like egotistical side a little bit. She's got this giant head. She thinks she's all that. Like, she moved to New York City and she's only there for 90 days, guys. And she's like starting to refer to New York as her city, and like she owns it there, and like everyone from her like back home is just like not cool anymore because they are not from the city. So she's getting a little bit annoying, and for that I feel like the rating of the book is going down in my mind. So I was like leaning towards maybe a 4 or a 5-star, but like now it might be a 3 or a 4 just because of that, just because she's really annoying me. But I have been really enjoying watching her form her friendships with Samantha and Miranda, and just like learning about, who they all were before they were adults. And, they were just kind of floundering through life a little bit, trying to figure things out. And it's really entertaining to see them all just, who they were before they became these big, amazing adults with like these amazing lives that we have watched and loved on TV. But anyone who's a fan of the show should definitely read these books. Even though like Carrie is kind of annoying, she's really entertaining to read about, and you like halfway are rooting for her even though she's annoying, and you just like you want what's best for her, and obviously what's best for the other characters too, because like Miranda and Samantha, you feel like you know them as well, so you're also really interested to see what happens in their lives. And then we have like a slew of new and different characters as well that I have been really interested to see what happens with them. I have some suspicions on some things, so I'm kind of just waiting to see if those things are going to happen and like how everything's going to play out. But so far it's been really cool. Like, she's just in New York, she's going to a lot of parties, she's networking, she's meeting a lot of people, she's writing or trying to write, she's getting distracted, she has like hardly any money, she's just trying to figure it all out. So it's really a cool like coming of age story. And I'm going to go get back to reading because I didn't want to make this go on forever. And then I'll give you pretty much my final thoughts whenever I get done with it. with Summer in the City. This was such a cute book. I kind of want to think about my rating because I just finished it, but like first thoughts is 4 stars. I was teetering between 3 and 4, but I think I'm just gonna give it a 4 just because of the ending. So I'll just tell you this one part of the ending. So, because I was looking for Charlotte throughout the whole book, thinking like, when is Charlotte going to come into play? Are we going to hear from her? Is Carrie going to meet her? When is she going to meet her? She meets her at the very last page of the book, and I love it. It was great. It was a great first meeting. It was exactly what you would expect from Carrie and Charlotte and how you would expect them to meet. It was perfect. So because of that, I'm giving it 4 stars. Also because of other parts of the ending that I don't want to tell you because I don't want to give it away. But okay, a lot happened between my last update and now. Wow, there was a lot. I don't even know really where to start. Just that, like, Carrie is dying to stay in the city. She's going to have to leave because she has to go to Brown. And she just feels like she already knows what she wants to do with her life. She wants to be a writer. She wants to stay in the city, but she just doesn't know how to make it work. And she's like desperately like trying to figure out how she's gonna stay there. And she's writing a play, and she thinks that that's going to be like her big break. And she's putting all of her hopes and energy and everything into this play, and hoping that it's going to work out and like get picked up, and she's going to become famous, and she's going to stay in the city. And I'm not going to tell you what happens because I don't want to ruin the book, but it was a really great ending. I actually really enjoyed the ending way more than I thought I was going to. And I enjoyed the whole book. Like, let's be real, honestly. Carrie's a little bit of an annoying character, but other than that, it was really adorable. I flew through this. I think I read it in like 3 or maybe 4 days. And every time I sat down to read it, I read like 100 pages because I just couldn't put it down. And it's not because it was like that good. It wasn't this big amazing book, but it was just like it was that entertaining and that cute and that easy to just fly through. So solid 4 stars for this. Setting that down now. We are done with Summer in the City. We're done with another wrapped book for my TBR. Thank you for hanging out with me today and being here for it. I had a lot of fun reading this one, clearly. I hope it was kind of enjoyable to watch. And if you are a fan of Sex in the City, highly, highly recommend the Summer in the City series because it is so cute. And if you want to see more content from me, I post all the time on my Instagram, so be sure to go follow me over there and check that out. And please, if you like this video today, give it a like and subscribe. That would be awesome. And look out here every week, every Friday for a new video. And go check out my channel because there's tons of new content over there all the time that you probably haven't seen everything. So go look over there. And that's really all I've got to say. And I'll see you on a new video soon. Bye.